picture, there is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall?
Yeah.
How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
Well, what?
they say 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Huge cigar-shaped ship appeared over the Air Force base. These cigar-shaped ships were over a mile in length. One of them landed on the airport landing strip area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And the people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship. And this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5", huge weapons. And if you've ever seen a race of people that were conquerors, that had never been conquered, they've got this look about them of arrogance. That is exactly what these extraterrestrials had, and they informed these people at this American Air Force base that not only were they from a militaristic society, but they had controlled a large portion of the galaxy that we live in.
The corridors of power are buzzing with otherworldly whispers. America's Vice President has just thrown down the gauntlet. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance has declared himself obsessed with UFOs, vowing to unlock the most classified secrets in human history. Take a look.
The veil of government secrecy is finally being torn away. For decades, the public has been told to dismiss the UFO thing as a conspiracy theory, a fringe belief for the gullible. Now, however, the highest corridors of power are speaking out, and the truth is poised to be revealed in a way that could forever change our understanding of our place in the universe. J.D. Vance, the Vice President, has admitted he is obsessed with the entire UFO phenomenon and has vowed to use the upcoming congressional recess to get to the bottom of it. The interest in UFOs has been rising. In 2017, a NYT report reignited interest, saying Pentagon has a secret $22 million advanced aerospace threat identification program to investigate UFO sightings. Since then, Congress has held several hearings on UFO sightings. High-level military personnel like David Grush have claimed that the U.S. government possesses craft of non-human origin. Now Vance is doubling down on extraterrestrial investigation, suggesting the truth is more explosive than anyone imagined. But as America's doors creak open, a shiver from the past haunts the debate. In one of his final warnings, astrophysicist Stephen Hawking urged humanity to tread carefully. If aliens ever visit us, he cautioned, the outcome might be similar to when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans. Hawking didn't doubt the likelihood of alien life. He feared its consequences, reminding us that contact with a civilization millions of years ahead could mean disaster. Clearly, the cosmic countdown has begun, Prepare for revelations that will shatter everything we thought we knew about reality itself.
What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Sunday evening. I'm doing well myself. The man said to prepare for revelation that will shadow reality that we thought we knew for ourselves. Okay? This is so true for those of us that are not in the know. Now, for those of us that are in the know, we know what it is. Okay? Now look, you see this picture right here, okay, and we see a cigar shaped ship of some sort hurtling towards Earth, okay, and I got this picture of a perceived Hamashiach up here in the upper right hand corner right here. Okay, look, number one, it is written that the Antichrist is coming first. And when he comes, he is going to disguise himself as an angel of light. You have to understand this. All right, we got to be on guard for this. We got to be prepared. All right. And when you look at this ship right here, it looks like a log. If you look at it, you know, it looks like a log actually. In Revelations chapter 8, verse 10 through 11, you know, it speaks of wormwood. That's right, wormwood. But we're going to get into that a little bit later in this video. But the thing is this is actually frightening to the enemy. They always knew about it. You mean to tell me that the leaders that's up on high, dealing with the principalities of evil, who is actually guiding them, didn't tell them that this thing was coming? They know it's coming. They really know who it is. According to the scriptures, this could be the Antichrist himself. We'll know if and when it comes to fruition in our lifetime. And it looks like it will. You see what I mean? It does look like it's going to come to fruition in our lifetime. What you got to understand is this. When the Antichrist comes, he's coming to deceive people in the believing that he's actually the Hamashiach himself. This is how you know he's not the Hamashiach. Okay, you got to understand that. When the Hamashiach comes, there will be no talking. It's just going to be a thrashing, okay? A destroying. That is what you are going to know. And you're going to hear voices. And the only talking going to be is when he says, come up hither for a while and hide yourself. Okay? Because the ones that's left, they're going to get destroyed. He's going to draw you up. And by that, you are going to do what Captain Kirk used to tell Scotty in Star Trek. Beam me up. You understand? That's what you're going to do. You're going to shed this flesh right here. And you're going to be beamed up. That's what this is. So understand, there is an Antichrist coming first. All right? Now, before we get to wormwood and what wormwood actually is, we're going to go and we're going to discuss this little brief article with their scientists even warning them, as he put in his words, of aliens. Okay? Aliens. It says here, scientific challenges world leaders over mystery comet he fears could be alien probe. But time is running out. And that's one thing he is right about. Time is running out. Do y'all see how fast time is going? Time flying so fast. Used to be a time it took the weekend all day to come. Now, seems like the weekend here in about 2 or 3 days. You see what I'm saying? I mean, the years are flying by, all of that. Okay, let's get into this article. It says here, mankind must decide how it's going to deal with contact with extraterrestrials. And time could be running out, one expert warned, after he sounded the alarm that an incoming interstellar object could be an alien probe. His name is Avi Loeb, a theoretical physicist at Harvard University, challenged world leaders to get their acts together and take UFOs seriously, as yet another baffling object has been spotted hurtling towards Earth from outside our solar system. Okay, and this is some little pictures that they got right here and what have you, but there is a picture where that thing is actually like a log, a wormwood. It's been coming for a while. I've seen it, I think last year before last. Now to continue here, I believe that we need an international organization that will make policy decisions about such an object, Leo told New Nation in a recent interview. It's nothing you're gonna be able to do about this, And see, this is also the reason why the enemy, the heathen, the sub is raging. We're coming across so many videos where you see them attacking the people of the book, the people that don't know who they are. You understand, are being under attack more so than ever, and it's ramping up. Okay, this is the reason why they can see their destruction on the horizon, rapidly approaching. Okay, so hey, we better get ready for some major changes. Okay, people of the book, this is about you. Wake up. Now to continue, we are worried about extraterrestrial threats from artificial intelligence, from global climate change, from an asteroid impact, but we never discuss alien technology, he said in the clip, which first aired Friday. Let me tell you something. AI itself is alien technology. Understand that. You understand? All these spaceships and these androids that they're building, all alien technology. You gotta understand that. What is this other thing they got? I can't think of it right now, but it's alien technology. And when it comes to my mind before we end the video, I'll remember. I'll tell you. To continue here, Loeb's comment come as he backed claims that an interstellar object discovered in June, cataloged by astronomers as 31-Atlas, might be an alien craft speeding deliberately towards Earth. He noted that the object does not seem to have the characteristics commonly associated with a comet. Not only is it significantly larger than usual, but it has a light source ahead of it instead of the typical tail glowing behind it observed on comets. Okay, so it don't look like a regular comet to him. Okay, and that's just what it is. Goes on to say here, in conclusion, Loeb said, if the object, which is on track to pass near Earth this coming Halloween, does prove to be alien, then the world would need to consider the alien force's intentions. The response has to depend on its properties and its intent. What is it doing as it comes closer to us? Question. Loeb told the outlet. And it's just like having a visitor in your backyard. You can't decide on the policy for all visitors. It really depends on the intent of the visitor. And it's just next door. Okay? This is what he's talking about right here. But I guarantee you, he knows what this is right here. He knows what it is. Now let's talk about wormwood right quick. We're finna learn a little something about wormwood for those of us that don't know. First, I'll go over here in AI. And it reads, the term wormwood is relation to a meteor, refers to a celestial object mentioned in the book of Revelations in the Bible. In the biblical context, wormwood is described as a star that falls from heaven, turning a third part. Hang on a second, let me get that. Got a little bit too zoomed in. Turning a third part of the earth's waters bitter and causing death. Some interpretations suggest this could be a symbolic representation of a large asteroid impact, with Apophis 99942 being a specific asteroid that was once considered a potential threat. Okay, now we're gonna go over here in Revelations to confirm what AI is saying here. Now, we really focusing on wormwood, right? I'm gonna read this whole thing right here. Revelation chapter 8, verse 10. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp. And it fell upon the third part of the rivers, and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood. And many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened. And the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. Verse 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels, which are yet not sound. Well, which are yet to sound, excuse me. Okay. That's what it is. That's what wormwood is. Wormwood. Get that right. Look. Wormwood is another name for the Antichrist. You got to understand that. That's what this wormwood is. You know, and he's coming to deceive. You got to be ready, people. That's what this all boils down to. You know. That's what I was talking about. It just came to me. GPS is alien technology. Okay, I told you guys I was going to tell you that once it comes to me. I had to go and ask Joan because I forgot just that quick. GPS is alien technology. Why the scientist is playing. All right, but back to wormwood right here. This is what we got to understand, people. The word is manifesting itself at an epic, rapid proportion. You understand? There's a good chance that we could be living in the time when the Hamashiach truly comes. Okay? There's a good chance. But understand this. The false Christ is coming first. AKA wormwood. And I'm telling you, when I seen this cigar-shaped thing right here heading towards Earth that they talking about, it looks like a log to me. Looks like wood. But what say you? Tell me in the comment section, that's if you can comment, what you think about this particular situation with the so-called aliens coming. Although we know what it is, but do you think that this is actual wormwood right here? Because it you know what I mean, that Revelation is talking about? Because you know it does say that Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. And when he was kicked out of heaven, woe, heaven rested basically. I'm paraphrasing, but woe to the inhabitants on the earth. This is the same thing it's talking about with wormwood. So let me know what you think about in the comment section. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched. Simply because we are. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe as well. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.